screen, right, with a background to make the whole presentation interesting. The live one, I'm talking about those live broadcasts, right, through social media, right, platform. Yes, some of them we are using green screen as well. So basically, the whole concept is endless. Not just, oh, green screen must be big, huge production. Of course, if you're talking a movie production, that one is different. But now, even you can down to individual, okay, individual usage. As long you can buy. Actually, you can buy. Later, you can see, if you go in and visit, you can see there's many types out there. Some are very cheap. Not necessarily must be rectangle. It can be circle type of a green screen, right? The shape can be a circle or whatever shape. So see, so the subject in front of the green screen, then the special effect of the CGI put onto the green screen. So this is how they film it. Very interesting. But of course, not just key out. They have to get ready all the backgrounds, whatever the asset, whether they generated with 3D, whatever, all the visual effects, visual assets, they have to get it ready. So of course, green screen is about chroma key. Basically, it's chroma out. So you might thought that only green. No, that's blue as well. It depends how the production, when they work, how they plan. But the most common one is green, right? Because this green color, right, you see from a screen is very glaring. So that's why they use green as a start. Then later they develop, the certain period they use blue as well. Because many visuals or presented on screen, they don't use this type of bright green or bright blue kind of colors, because it's very glaring for the eyes. So many special effect and computer graphics, right, added to the countless Hollywood film each year. So do not be fooled by its simplicity. It looks very simple, right? But this screen packs a big punch. So if you want to do it one day, or in the studio you set up, the lighting is very important, right? I'm not a lighting specialist, so I can't give you a guide or even share with you. I only know that lighting is very important. You must, when you project your lighting, you make sure it's equal. So the green, if not, when come to key out, especially when you use the application, like, okay, this case After Effects, to key out, you might have encountered problem, because the lights is not, the lighting, the brightness is not equal, right? Because some shade might be darker, one corner is darker or what. So that's why the lighting setup is very important. So that's why all those Hollywood production, they engage the professional, the equipment. If you back to all these are cheap type, you're talking about movie type, even more expensive, the lightings, all that, because it casts out. Imagine it's a huge area they need to key up. So however, chroma key is not limited to spectacular, right? So is even the TV right now, this day, newsroom, and the weatherman, what you watch, the weatherman, whether CNN or BBC, all that, you can see when they report, right? They are behind their scene is all key out, which is all this chroma key. Of course, the director or the editor at the studio, they will key out where behind the actual presenter, right, or the newscaster, usually is chroma key. That means it's a green screen or blue screen. Not like what we see here. These are all key out already. So what they need to do, they just get the graphics ready. Of course, these are like you guys generate all the motion graphics, yeah. So they will key out, right? They will key out the color, whether blue or green. Then you can see the graphic, it fit well, right? So these are now the vloggers. You see the video. Photographer now this day, even the games industry, they use a lot of all this chroma key, green screen, basically. So now let's take a look. Yeah, this is very interesting. You can see, right, the Marvel, I'm sure you watch, but we do a quick one. It's 9 minutes, okay. Blue screen. blue screen, blue screen. You see all this marker, right? These are the one that they indicate the positioning, all right? So when come to post-production PP, they will know where to set all the lighting, but you can see the shade, right? Even not that perfect, right? You can see some are dark, some are bright, bright, right? So it's quite challenging. It's not easy as we thought. See the size, huge size, right? Quite scary, right? It's not easy as we thought. Small. So if you're into the movie production, very likely you will have this opportunity. Of course, in my career, I don't even have a chance to do some movie because in Singapore there's not opportunity, or maybe I'm not good enough, not qualified enough, right? So this is a movie, really all the specialists that behind the scene, that they get the people out there, the crew get ready, right? You have to get the right people, know how to do the setup, camera, all that, lighting, then how to build all this. So a lot of work behind the planning. See, this type of equipment, or maybe it's just one of the backdrop setting. So some are very expensive. You need to build from scratch. So you have seen the green screen, right? Blue screen. I'm not going to go through. You can watch this because the link already given to you. Let's move on to the next one. Same thing. Well, similar. We do a quick one, right? This is also similar, right? The green screen, how they key out, right? The markers, all that. Just now we saw they have an arrow pointing here and there, right? So actually is to tell the camera movement. Remember your storyboard, you're pointing the arrow, right? Whether to move to shift to the left, to the right, or pointing up or down. Yeah, this is similar kind of a concept out there. Oh, this one even longer. We just do a quick one.
My name is Jen Underdahl, and I was the visual effects producer on Marvel's Endgame. My main tasks are to work with our directors, Joe and Anthony, and our studio heads to make sure that the vendors we are bringing on board are the right vendors for the scope of work that we have for the show. I have to look at these two movies as a single project. It's Thanos' movie, Infinity War is. So in 2016, we knew that very early on we were going to need to test this before we even shot a frame of footage to give some sort of ease and peace of mind to our filmmakers that yes, this guy could carry 2/3 of the film. We worked with Josh's people and our production staff to bring him in and work with Joe and Anthony. We did some very early testing in a mocap volume. We had the head cam set up.
Mocap now getting cheaper and cheaper. The early days is very expensive because these are all the what you call that, the knobs that they will capture by the sensor in the computer software, right? They set up. So that's why a lot of games this day, games production, especially with character, you can see the character, right? Or the avatar can move very sleek, right? Very smooth, like a real human movement because of all this motion sensing stuff, right? I mean, which is I mean, you have to do that if you want a kind of a good quality. But of course, if you're going to use the character rigging and do the animation movement, that will be challenging unless you get the right people to do the job. If not, at the end, excuse me, the result might look very funny, right? It's not smooth. That's why you can see some of the animation. Why, you know, the character can move very smooth, like a real human being, right? But some are not at all, right? Very static, like the way they walk, like looks funny. That's why a lot of Disney, the production, all that, they really spend, they get the right people, right? Besides rigging, they also do some of all this sensing stuff.
He's got dots on his face, and those two cameras are capturing his facial performance. So we kind of did this whole gauntlet. Yeah, this whole gauntlet of testing and scanning, capturing every aspect of Josh's face in different range of motions. So not only was it a technical discovery for us, it was also a character discovery for Josh, Joe, and Anthony. And we found, we kind of had imagined Thanos being this big, mean, you know, kind of over-the-top character. But how Josh played him was beautiful. His performance was menacing but subtle, terrifying, but in little flinches. So we realized at that moment that we really needed to have a company that could capture all that and pull his performance through the prosthetics so that when you were like this on Thanos, you felt the terror in your bones with this character, because you had to.
All that for a drop of blood.
Digital Domain and Weta were key in Thanos' development. So we gave them all this scanning data, we gave them all this footage, and in the end, a couple months later, they turned around a version of Thanos that looked crazy like Josh. Ideally, in any situation when you have a digital character, you want to have two actors acting to one another. That's where the magic happens, and we can replace it digitally, but we certainly can't manufacture that performance. So it's really important for us to put the actors in a situation where they are speaking to one another face to face, eye line to eye line. Now it gets complicated by the fact that Thanos is 15 feet tall. If Josh is in movement, for example, fighting with anybody, we put proxies on him. We put like displacement suits. That's so that if you have to touch him or interact with him in any way, the opposing actor's hands are in the correct position. Eye lines, same thing. We will oftentimes put an eye line on a pole, on a backpack. He looks kind of silly on set, but he's.
See why they put this guy like a backdrop here? Because they want to tell, right, the cameraman or the editor that is the height right? Because it's a digital character. That's why you can see that because I don't think they can find such a tall, right, real human being. So that's why they got this guy, but yet they need to know, where to set the height for the character, for this digital character eventually. All right, so this is the actual height. That's why it looks funny, right? The backdrop. How come this guy, they halfway, they cut off all that. But actually they're filming the action of this fella. So at the end, right, as what you can see just on the description, I mean the lady, that one is a lady, right? Correct me. So yeah, so she described, right? So how the process, all that, which is I say already is not that cheap. I mean, that's why it can cost millions of dollars to produce just all those Avengers movie, right? When we watch on the cinema, it looks split seconds or minutes of visual effects, but behind the scene there's so much work, right? A lot of people involved. That's why the credit when they roll, I mentioned, right? I watch the credit when they roll, right? You can see different people, different the contribution, right? In just to produce this movie, their involvement.
Awesome about it, but oftentimes, whatever, we try as much as possible to get eyeline to eyeline.
Maybe smash a few things along the way. I think it's gratuitous, but whatever.
And our digital character.
So the whole goal with Smart Hulk was to bring old Hulk together with Dr. Banner. And what was that going to look like?
I put the brains and the brawn together, and now look at me. Best of both worlds.
Borrowing from the 2D designs that came from Marvel, we then had to sculpt Smart Hulk into a 3D model. You always want to have little anchor points in your digital characters where you see your actor's features to some degree. I mean, everybody kind of fell in love with him actually when we started to see him come to life. And the more we found we incorporated Mark, the more his performance also stayed true to the digital performance.
When I had the gauntlet, the stones, I really tried to bring her back.
ILM, they had done Hulk from Avengers 1. So we knew that they already knew this character. They knew his skin, how to deal with his skin technically. They knew his musculature inside and out. So really blending him with a more humanoid proportioned character was the right way to go casting-wise for that character. So we find that in visual effects, the more we stay out of the way of the filmmakers and the actors, the better results we're going to get. The footage is what we derive all of our artistry from. So when that is genuine, when that is fluid, when that is moving, we really get the best of both worlds. In a case like Smart Hulk, you want to make sure that Mark is interacting on set with all the other characters. In the case of the Avengers compound, he needs to be there with Tony, he needs to be there with Natasha, he needs to be in that scene. So we'll set up a motion capture volume on set. So he's surrounded by cameras and he's in a mocap suit. So again, visual effects needs to really, in all of our technical gathering, we need to take a back seat to what's happening, all the performing that's happening on set.
Okay. Please.
So in the case of Captain America, what would a super soldier look like if he had aged 106 years? What would his skin look like? So we did some development with that, getting targets with our studio and our directors to say, hey, is this where we should be aiming? Once they bought off on what that look was going to be, we then started casting for a skin double, looking around for an old guy who approximates the same age and face shape of Cap or what Cap would be, who's shot in the same lighting conditions right after Chris performs. He gives the same lines. He tries to emulate Chris's performance as much as possible so that it doesn't take a whole lot of hammering when we go onto Chris's face. In addition to the skin double, you also need to give him sort of an older man's body, older man's sort of overall profile. So as you've seen with Skinny Steve in Captain America 1, Lola's able to take significant size off of Chris Evans, pretty much in every instance on Captain America 1 where we're shooting Chris Evans. It's Chris Evans, that's his body, and he's a big dude. We need to get him down to a 90-pound weakling. To do so, Lola will do an overall warp on his body and literally squish him down so that he fits in the plate as his character. They did the same sort of thing, though not with as heavy a hand, for old Cap. They took some neck off of him, so he wasn't quite as beefy here, and we shrunk his shoulders and sort of his overall profile to give him that 106-year-old super soldier look.
Oh my God! Oh my God, it's so good to see you.
Now we've got Endgame Thor. Endgame Thor has lost everything repeatedly. So he has dealt with it by eating a lot and drinking.
Okay, sorry, because this is about 20 minutes clip you can watch, because I already give you the link or that. So this is behind the scene. Of course, everyone have a big dream. You hope that you can involve in that. Yes, nothing wrong. But these are all through experience, which is you are the media student. End of the day, we are talking about portfolio. Okay, so you might want to do a small experimental, right, works. If let's say you want to do some green screen, right, you can create something for your portfolio. But unfortunately, the courses, whether it's I think you know the one of the school 3D Sense, right, or DigiPen or whatever. They just taught just like Poly. They give you the fundamental knowledge and skill. But in terms of real kind of experience involved in all this, yes, of course you must look out for opportunities, right? And of course do more research and do some works experiment, as I mentioned, for your portfolio. That will be great. Right, because some people might say, hey, how can I start with? I'm really interested in that. Right, even you go to university, unless you go to US, Canada, all those specialized university, which is they have a courses degree in all this visual effects stuff. Yes, you might have an opportunity, right? Because if you are going to games company, unless it's talking about big one, if it's just an ordinary small studio startup, all that, definitely I don't think they have this kind of opportunity to do the project or the skill. They can absorb that. Even let's say the company knock at your door, wow, can you imagine how big is the production? Even if the company trusts you, so you need to go and search around the right people to come in. But it's interesting, seriously. I also, like you, right, when I'm young, I thought, wow, effects or all that. Wow, then later we have to be realistic. How much opportunity in Singapore? Singapore, we are not really a company doing all this. These are all overseas. But of course, your dream don't stop here. Don't just think, oh, Singapore limited, that's it, give up, do other things. No, if you're really serious about this, you can go overseas. I think past few years we have Singaporean, but of course they are not stationed in Singapore. They are involved in all this big blaster production behind the scene, right? Even the Iron Man, yeah, there's one studio right back in here. I mean, in Singapore, in One North, right? They do the visual effects, right? PP, post-production, right, for the Iron Man stuff. So yeah, you never know. So that's why, yeah, I mean, if you are really interested, I'm just saying, if you're interested in all this, yes, why not? This is another path that you can think of. Of course, not this module or not any courses in Singapore can guide you to that kind of level. Maybe they have some simple, exercise for you, but if you really want to try it, then you have to work very hard for your portfolio, or do a lot of research, all that. You never know. Or maybe during your internship, or probably you already done your arrangement for your internship, right? Yeah, look out for all this opportunity. You never know. Okay, so you watch yourself. Let's move on. Another one. Just now I mentioned about these are the very low budget. It's the same guy. Will teach you how to get the green screen set up. Same thing, the link is there. We'll do a quick one and watch. It's only 4 minutes.
So for this first shot, I used 2 green screens, one that I draped over some PVC pipe propped up on some tripods. That was for the foreground, and then I had one in the background. Then I filmed 2 separate shots, one of me stepping over that green screen in the foreground onto a table, and then a second shot of just the TV. I brought both of those clips into Premiere, masked out myself and the table from the green screen clip, Used Ultra Key to get rid of the green. Dragged my TV footage under the green screen clip. Rescaled and positioned the shot of me to line up with the bottom of the TV. Duplicated that footage, repositioned it, brought the brightness down, increased the contrast, and then dropped the opacity to create a shadow. Then the last thing I did was take a screenshot of the Disney Plus menu screen, scale that down, and reposition it to fit the TV. And after all that, I have my final result.
In my opinion, definitely it's quite bad, but it's a good experience, right, for this guy, because you see this is bright. So when he step up, right, he should have some reflection on his, his body or the face or all that, behind is bright. So they never really touch on that. But again, this is a very low production setup. So
New screen,
yeah,
scale that down and reposition it to fit the TV. And after all that, I have my final result. For this shot, I filmed two different clips, one with the hammer attached to a string and hanging in front of a blue screen, and the second of me acting out the motion. In Premiere, I masked around the hammer, getting rid of the string, used Ultra Key again to get rid of the blue, dragged the footage of me underneath the clip of the hammer, and then keyframed the rotation and the position to match up with the movement of my hand, giving me the final result. Okay, so for this shot, I filmed 4 different clips. The first one was of me in the car acting out like it was taking off and flying, and the green screen in the background. Then for the second clip, I filmed it with a drone that I started at the same height and the same angle as the camera that filmed the last clip. Then flew up into the air a few hundred feet and turned the drone to the left so that I can match that movement up with me turning the wheel from the car shot. And then for my last 2 clips, I did the same thing, but I shot through the trunk towards the front of the car so I could get another angle in there through the windshield. Filmed my other clip of the drone taking off and turning to the left. Then brought all those clips into Premiere, keyed out the green, dragged the drone footage under the clips of me in the car, then timed up the turning of all the clips to give me the final result. For this shot, I filmed 2 different clips. The first one was of me walking in front of a green screen, and the second was of a toy TIE fighter that I put on a table and shot in the same lighting conditions as my first clip. Then I masked and keyed out the green screen shot, scaled it down and repositioned it, duplicated that footage, flipped it vertically, repositioned it underneath, dropped the opacity, added a blur, and this created a reflection on the table.
Okay, I stop here. Again, you can watch by yourself, right? Because the link is all there. At first, my assignment 2, I thought of using this green screen as one part of the assignment 2. But later, I think of no, better don't get you guys go and spend money, go and buy all those equipment because you need. Although it's very cheap, it's just a cloth, all that, right? The background, all this, right? You just get a few meter and this type of blue screen, right? What you call that? Yeah, it's very cheap. It's not going to cost you a bomb because it's small scales. But again, I think of because we are not really looking at all this type of visual effects, right? But of course, if you want to do, as I mentioned already, you can go ahead. Of course, last part you can see is doing a scene like from a top view down, walking through. So you watch yourself. Okay, basically, I already give you the link. Right, so this is a very cheap kind of production in terms of setup for green screen shots. Okay, CA4. Right now, this is the one that I want you to try out. Right, very simple. You have enough time because it's by end of lesson. That means week 11. This is week 8. Week 9, week 10 is a break. Week 11, when we're back for the this motion graphics class, the lessons. Right, end of the lesson on week 11, not Sunday, not Sunday. That's week. That means because from now all the way to week 11, you got solid 3 weeks to experiment. Right, to experiment, no issue at all. Right, so select one clip of the ready-made green screen shot to create your composition. You can download the clip from the folder in Teams, all that. Okay, let's move now. We are, oops. Okay, gonna show you. Where is it? Yes, it's under the file. Right, you submit your CA green screen for CA4. Right, so you have all this out of 7 green screen. No audio, don't worry. I just want you to test out, right? What you need to do right now is to look for the appropriate scene. Right? Oh, this one is much easier. You just key out something, right? So this one, you need to go and search for things that you can fit well, right? Okay, I just jump, right? You can see some right, the lighting they didn't capture correctly or whatever, right? So it's very simple, right? Simple guide, right? For you, right? Just to shoot all that. Just look up for something appropriate scene. Of course, not obscene. Please don't go and select those obscene stuff. I want something, right? Whether shoot, just now you shoot, like you can maybe have outer space, look up for some scene. Of course, those are ready-made, right? Online, you can search, it's okay. But end of the day, please give credit to that, where you search the shots from, right? Okay, I pause here. Any questions for your CA4? Any questions so far? Let me go through so you can get that. Search for an appropriate motion scene or image. Fine. Even whether it's a video clip or an image, right, to incorporate with the selected green screenshot to create an exciting composition. So digitally using your After Effects to remove or key out the green screen, right? And composite the selected scene onto it. Then removing the colored background, right, is also referred to as a chroma key. This is the term chroma key, just as I mentioned. So end of the day, right, you have 3 format. Later assignment 2, you also have 3 format. Yes, I make a mistake for the assignment 1. I put only MP4. Actually, you can have AVI, MP4, or QuickTime. I mean, movie, this case, movie, right? So just select out of the 7 green screen shots, pick up one, then you go and search for whatever suitable the background, whether it's a video clip or an image, static image. But make sure if something looks so-called appropriate, kind of to create that kind of a scenario, the composition, make sure it's appropriate. I mean, I'm talking about those movie clip or image, not something funny. You know what I mean? Funny also depends on how you compose your stuff. You know, yeah. So take note of that. Okay, I move on. So After Effects, this one, look out for this one. You will sure. Hey, sure. We never done green screen in After Effects, right? We have not done, and you have not taught me. Yes, I can teach you, but I want you to go through first. Those who really got problem, when come to week 11, I will show you how to do it. But meantime, there's a few, and of course, in your mind, you might say, hey, Cher, is it only green and blue? No, there's many types. If you go online and search, there's some even don't have green screen and blue screen, but in After Effects, you also can key out. You can key out the background. Right, but now today we're talking about green screen, so I'm not going to go to that route. That's more advanced stage. So I will give you the link, right? This link exactly is an article. They guide you how to key green screen footage in After Effects. They give you even step by step. So following this step, you won't go wrong. I already checked already. Okay, I already checked. Yes, it's perfect. All right, you can follow. Make sure, right, It's called key light actually, right? Because of the I mean the under the effects, right? All those, right? You know, the preset one. So you can go to the preset animation, preset, right? You can check it on. You go step by step. You should be able to complete your CA4. Even not sure, play the clip here. Any questions? I pause here. For your CA4. Anyone? I need someone to answer, please. If not, talking to the wall.
Yes.
Yes, got question? Yes? Got question or
Oh,
no
yes,
question?
no question. No question.
Thank you. Okay, so it's very simple, right? Guide. So whoever don't have the confidence or not sure how to do, this is a guide as a good start for green screen in After Effects, right? But of course, the method, that's only one of. There's a few more, right? But we are not going to cover that because you can go and search, key out. I mean, so again, right? Today we talk about the green screen, but it's very simple, right? You cannot say, your guide, your exercise doesn't, you know, kind of the kind of quality, cannot produce this type of quality. Of course, no way. We are not even 5% or not even 1% of that, because the setting is meant for movie production, film production. Ours is just a testing, it's just a simple exercise which is given to you all the a click right here is just a simple click, right? So you have to decide which one you want, right? Just to key out, but not meant for compared to all those film production, right? So what you need is just to do the key out and try it out, right? As you can see, right, even the key of this hand also not very clear, but never mind, we just use it as a CA4, simple exercise, all right? So later we're gonna have more is talk about your assignment 2. Hey, what happened, man? I always click wrong. Okay, there will be video samples for assignment 2 to show you, right, what kind of things you're supposed to produce. Okay, we take a short break now, no questions. Now is 9, okay, 10 minutes break. Okay, 15 minutes break. Come back at 10:05. I'm going to start briefing on assignment 2. Then after assignment 2, we will start, all right, with your, I want to see your CA3 and assignment 1. Okay, any questions? No questions. I see you at 10:05.
I just had to let you know. Swear to God you beautiful. Yeah. I'm in my bed, you're not here, and there's no one to blame but the drink and my wandering hands. Forget what I said, it's not what I meant. and I can't take it back. I can't unpack the baggage you left. What am I now? What am I now? What if I'm someone I don't want around? I'm falling again, I'm falling again, I'm falling. What if I'm down? What if I'm out? What if I'm someone you won't talk about? I'm falling again, I'm falling again, I'm falling. You said you cared, you missed me too. And I'm well aware I write too many songs about you. The coffee's out at the Beachwood Cafe, and it kills me 'cause I know we've run out of things we can say. What am I now? What am I now? What if I'm someone I don't want around? I'm falling again, I'm falling again, I'm falling. What if I'm down? What if I'm out? What if I'm someone you won't talk about? I'm falling again, I'm falling again, I'm falling. I get the feeling that you'll never need me again. What am I now? What am I now? What if you're someone I just want to ride? I'm falling again, I'm falling again, I'm falling. What if I'm down? What if I'm out? What if I'm someone you won't talk about? I'm falling again, I'm falling again, I'm falling. Somebody said, no, she thought we would have been our friend. There's a big black sky over my town. I'm moving a bit she's from. Yeah, I know it's stupid, but I just gotta see it for myself. I'm in the corner, watching you kiss her. Oh, oh, oh. And I'm right over here, why can't you see me? Oh, oh, oh. And I'm giving it my all, I'm not the guy you take it home. Ooh, I keep dancing on my own. I just wanna I'm all messed up and so out. Little broken box lights on. I'm spinning around in circles, and I'm in the corner watching you kiss it. Oh, and I'm right over here. Why can't you see me? Oh, and I'm giving it my all. I'm not the guy you're taking home. Ooh, I keep dancing on my own. And no, I'm not. So I'm still singing. The lights come, the music dies, but you don't see me standing here. I just came to say goodbye. I'm in the corner watching you kiss her. Oh, and I'm giving it my all. I'm not the guy you're taking home. Ooh, I keep dancing on my own. And though I'm not, sit down in the corner, watching you kiss her. Oh no, and I'm right over here. Oh, why can't you see me? Oh no, and I'm giving it my all. I'm not the guy you're taking home. Ooh, I keep dancing on my own. So I'm still singing. The lights come, the music dies, but you don't see me standing here. I'm going on during this time. I feel there's no one to save. This all and nothing really got away, driving me crazy. I need somebody to hear, somebody to know, somebody to have, somebody to hold. It's easy to say, but it's never the same. I guess I kinda like the way you numbed all the pain. Now the day bleeds into nightfall, and you're not here to get me through it all. I let my guard down, and then you pulled the rug. I was getting kinda used to being someone you love. I'm going under in this time. I feel there's no one to turn to. This all and nothing we've loved ain't gonna be sleeping without you. Now I need somebody to know, somebody to hear, somebody to have, just to know how it feels. It's easy to say, but it's never the same. I guess I kinda like the way you help me escape. Now the day bleeds into nightfall, and you're not here to get me through it all. I let my guard down, and then you pulled the rug. I was getting kinda used to being someone you love. And I try to close my eyes, but it hurts sometimes. I fall into your arms. I'll be safe with your soul till I come back around. For now the day bleeds into nightfall, and you're not here to get me through it all. I let my guard down, and then you pulled the rug. I was getting kinda used to being being so in love, but now the day bleeds into nightfall. You're not here to get me through it all. I let my guard down, and then you pulled the rug. I was getting kinda used to being so in love, to let my guard down, and then you pulled the rug. I was getting kinda used to being so in love. I will always remember the day you kissed my lips, light as a feather. And it went just like this, no, it's never been better than the summer of 2002. We were only 11, but acting like grown-ups, like we are in the present. Drinking from plastic cups, singing love is forever and never. Well, I guess that was true. Dancing on the hood in the middle of the woods on a long Mustang, where we sang songs with all our childhood friends. And it went like this, say, oops, na-na-na, I'm singing bye-bye-bye. Hold up, if you wanna go and take a ride with me, better hit me, baby, one more time. Paint a picture for you and me on the days when we were young.
Okay, welcome back, students. Let's start. Hey, where's my words? Oh. Okay, assignment 2. This is a huge one. I warn you first. Well, later I will go through and explain. All right, it's a huge one. What I mean, huge means there's about 6 clips you need to produce. Hold on, let me check. Make sure my link is there. Okay, I have this one. Already upload. You can see week 8, which is your, just now already mentioned, right? Today's slides, week 8 slides is there. The green screen, the CA4 description, then the assignment 2. Okay, so let's talk about assignment 1 first. Yes, Sunday 2359 was the due date, and I apologize, I think I didn't describe it clearly, but this round I described very clearly for this assignment 2. So assignment 1, yes, you need to submit your, beside the video clip, as well right now your there's a After Effects files, and I miss out in the description your storyboard, right? Your storyboard you need to submit as well, right? Because when come to message, if I'm not wrong, I put it there, my message. Oh, where is it? Yeah, because that time I mentioned here, right? I mentioned here, right? Submit only 2 files altogether. It's supposed to be 3. So beside your AE file, working file, and the render, whether it's AVI, movie, or MP4 format, right? I know some students might encounter, which is week 7, some say that their laptop cannot handle. Unfortunately, I checked with course chair. Course chair do not agree with the excuses, not say that you give excuses for no reason, but it's just that they say cannot. That's why you might wondering, remember, day 1, I say likely you're going to submit to your Google Drive. Yes, course chair also disagree. He say cannot because all the assignments is under MP. What you have done from year 1 till now, all the assignment in terms of the rights, I'm talking about the rights by right, intellectual property by right, IP is under MP. Of course, you are the creator, but you're not supposed to sell your product to, unless it's freelance. I make it very clear again. Unless what you have done from year 1 till now, all your assignments, regardless of which module, not talking about my module, talking about all the modules that we have done, the work that you can be seen or whatever, physically or whatever, or digital, the rights is under MP, okay, the copyrights, so-called, because it's assigned by the school or the lecturer, this case. So I can, even my teaching material, what I show you right now, the assignment, whether, or the weekly slide, right, you have seen here, the rights is all belongs to MP, not me, Tan Chin Kun, no, right? Just to let you know, I cannot, let's say I quit, one day I quit MP, I'm going to join to another poly, let's say TP. I cannot use any of this, right, to claim that, oh, this is my work, no. So take note, right? They can counter sue you. This is serious. I'm talking about, although we are education under a CAT, all that, but you cannot claim that is your work, right? Although these are all created by me, I go and do the research, all that, I give credit, all that. But yes, the work, right, is there, the time that you have spent is, right? But unfortunately, it's still under the MP, right? Because I'm an employee of an MP. Right, MP pay my salary. So let's say you pay the school fee, same thing, right? But you gain all the teaching staff, or I mean the teaching materials, right? Whether it's information, right, knowledge or skills, all that you learn from MP, right? So this is how it applies to all school, not just ICT. Take note, So I'm just want to let you know, you should not claim that. Yes, you can say you are the creator. So you go, let's say one day you go for a job interview, you can tell the interviewer, say that this is the work I've done in school. Nothing wrong. Okay, nothing wrong, because it's really school assignment or project. Freelance, you have the sole right. Freelance, nothing to do with MP, okay, because you charge your client or whatever you do freelance, assuming right now you do freelance, right? Yes, that is all 100%. The rights is all to you. The IP is under you, not MP, okay, right? Take note, take note. But the only sensitive issue I didn't touch is the software, right? If you recall how you access your Adobe applications, that is also very gray area, very tricky. By right, you do freelance, you should subscribe Adobe applications, because you charge the client, right? So you charge, let's say this simple assignment, $1,000. So you should use that amount to subscribe Adobe application. But you are a student, so now you have the free access over these 3 years until you graduate, right? Now you're using the so-called the application, right, which is given the rights by MP. So that, in terms of under the law, is not right. Okay, so you might think, hey, why so calculated? Yes, it's very, very clear cut. Even in industry, the company, in agency, talking about it, whether animation or games or any, the software they need to purchase. They cannot use any third party. That means they cannot use unlicensed, in short, unlicensed kind of application to charge or to do the work, then charge to the client, right? That's not right. So that's why when you join a company agency, the company should, right, subscribe the application for you to access, whether Adobe or other. They had to buy all the rights there, right? But you are the freelancer, by right you should use the private, that means your private account, your personal account, not MP account. Because right now, what you have been doing or accessing all the Adobe is under MP, right? Because you registered under MP, unless you say, sure, I got another personal account. That's okay, then no problem, okay? So this is a very gray area. When it comes to attachment, your internship, we've been told right now, I don't know, MP is looking into it, because over the internship, we have students, right? Or so-called we have companies, right? We'll ask students, where can you access Adobe, right? Of course, student can because they're a student account. So the company try to cut corners. They don't have to pay. That is not right because under the law, right? They should purchase. Whether they give you the full, they purchase the full access of the Adobe application or just partial 1 or 2 application, they should pay. Not using tap on the interns access right and to do the job. Why? Because this company, they are doing the job and they charge to their respective client, right? So they should buy the application. I just want to clear this review. So that's why cost share explain, because I say no, I say my student, their movie might be very huge, so I use personal account. So he tried to explain that. So I acknowledge that. That is correct. Because if you come to my personal account, means everything under my account, although it's a school work, right? But it should not part under it should part under the server, ICT space, this case. But I did told him my concern about the spacing, and they say when come to that, then we will deal with it. Well, meantime, so that's why submit, right? My message, I say submit to the server, right? Because to ICT space server, no choice. Because originally I planned that you should submit to my Google, because right now MP, they shut down the Google, right? For all the staff and students. So just take note. So your assignment 1, your except CA, yes, CA already mentioned here. So I'm going to create CA4 here. It's still under the teams. But assignments, just remember, okay, go back to your ICT space. Okay, assignment, go back to ICT space, submit. So you only have assignment 1 and assignment 2. Clear? Any questions so far? Anyone? Anyone? Hello? Okay, so I move on. Okay, so I'm going to explain assignment 2, which is your last assignment. It's going to last till week 16 from now. Week 8 to week 16. So literally you have about 8 solid weeks to go. And it's on the week 16 Sunday, 2359. Okay, 2359. Again, just like the assignment 1 last Sunday, 2359. But somehow we have few students cannot complete, which is I mentioned already. You cannot complete unless you didn't do anything. Then that's too bad. But if not half-baked stuff, you also submit first. Okay. But I will encourage you to continue, not just because, oh, you cannot finish, you submit half, let's say 50%. Then the other 50%, you take it as, never mind, Mr. Tan will mark me accordingly. Yes, but I will encourage you to complete, right? Don't do something halfway and stop that, right? Even you can, already the due date is over. You should complete it. Then at least you have a full complete project for your portfolio. Because eventually you still need a portfolio. You need to build something for your portfolio if you are interested to work in this line. Okay, so I move on. Assignment 2, publicity materials for diploma in IM. Right, this is a solid, which is your last assignment. No more assignment. Yes, CA, yes. Yeah, we're going to have another CA5. And remember, I mentioned about the, since I'm here, sorry. I better show you, where is it? Where's my window? Never mind. Okay, just do a quick one. Okay. Just give me a sec. Yep. So I haven't published because I'm still fine-tuning. Remember the teaching plan I told you? So I already add on something out there, right? Mask, all that, 3D element tracking, VR, which is I add on already. That's it, almost there. So I'm going to publish probably week 11. Then we have a refresh. The rest is the same, no change of that. That's why you won't see the After Effects AE. Oh, I typed wrongly. AE, right? Yeah. So working on with 3D, all that, the video, we will continue that, right? Because why I changed that? Because it's earlier it's a core module, now it's an elective module. So some of the teaching plan I changed from the previous because it doesn't make sense from a core module to elective, and some of the topics is I don't think is updated, not relevant. But if I'm going to use the same old, there's a teaching plan from the last semester taught by another lecturer. Okay, anyway, let's zoom in now. Assignment 2, publicity material for diploma in IM. Overview. Okay, this is just a description scenario. So ICT is revamping its digital promotional materials on publicity for all 4 diplomas across different platforms next year. As one of the best design agencies in motion graphics, right? Your company, MoRep, has been invited to propose the following categories for the diploma in immersive media, not any other diploma. So there's 3 categories, right? A, splash page for IM website. Opening sequence to capture the attention and engage with the targeted viewers. B, promo clip for IM course. So the promotion online clip on diploma in IM with the sight, sound, and motion. C, intro clip for IM course content. So introduction of the module content. One only. Actually, there's one. Actually, I want a few, but later I found it might take you a while. So I decided just zoom down to 1 in social media platform. So all this info, IM stuff, you can refer here, right? Let's go in and take a look. So is here, you know, MP, just in case you don't know how to search, right? You come to MP, right? So this is the main page or home page of MP. So you click School of Infocom. Under School of Infocom, yes, because this is still on the on the platform, the homepage of the Infocom. That's why they have 4 diplomas. Or 4 diplomas are common ICT, you don't count. So immersive media. So right now we are talking about here. Okay, so let's zoom in now 1 by 1. Later you ask questions. Splash page for IM website. So I want an opening sequence to capture the attention. Means before this page, there should be a simple opening sequence. Okay, opening sequence before this frame comes in, right? So it doesn't matter. What I want is to create the motion graphics opening for the page, because right now it's static. It's static, right? You are not going to change this page, this page. So you just do focus on your opening. So you just assume that after your opening, this frame will dissolve in, right? It will fit in, right, with this. Then you carry on with whatever stuff. Okay, so take note, it's mainly opening for this page. Okay, promo clip for IM course. So right now, this is open. So this another clip. This is solely a promotion clip, right? Not here. It's a promotion clip. You're gonna broadcast somewhere else, right? So don't confuse, right? The first one, splash page, is meant for the website. This website. The second one. The second one, promo clip for IM course. So you are doing a promo clip for the diploma, right? This is the duration will be longer. Last one, intro clip for IM course content. This one is to introduce zoom in. That means the module content, like let's say MGE or whatever module, right? You pick one to focus. So where to find this? Again, here. Okay, watch here, the link here. So you go in, there's year 1. These are the module, right? If you can recall, if you are not under CICTP, you can apply. You pick 3D fundamentals. Just focus one only. Or apply design, interactive development, gamification concept, production management, blah, 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 whichever. Or year 2, right? Those modules that you have done, okay? Those modules that you already taken, you already passed, right? That you think that it's cool, it's nice, or whatever reason you think that, okay, I want 3D fundamental. I think I gain a lot of stuff here. So I want to mention that, yes, that is the intro clip for IM course content. So don't confuse, right? That's why this is splash page for website. This is a promo clip for IM course. It's still all IM. To you, it might not, wow, so confusing. No, very clear, right? Then intro clip for IM course content, which is the last one I just mentioned. You just pick one of the module. It can be year 1, year 2, doesn't matter. Just pick one only. Let's say you say, okay, I want design user experience. No problem at all. Okay, just do one. So this is the link. Next one, the references clips for concept development. These are the YouTube, right? Give you some inspiration, how you're going to get your concept or how to make that. Please watch. Some are very cool stuff there. Okay, let's zoom in quick one.
These days, it's hard to make an impression on social media when there's so much content tumbling through our feeds. But it's still possible to stand out by taking advantage of people's love for video and catching their eyes with eye-popping designs that put your content and messaging at the center of their attention. After Effects templates are high.
Okay, you might wondering, hey, this is social media, no? And we are only doing one for social media. Then the website cost is different. Yes, it's different, but imagine, because these are just a setting. They're setting for the social media, which is on mobile phone, but you can do the same for the website, right? Instagram is not just on mobile, they also on website. So you should think of something, right? How you apply for the item A and B as well. Don't just think of, oh, because of the constraint of the size is a mobile, right? Portrait, right? So that's why all the element must squeeze in. No, you can think of the full screen, which is the full HD screen, which is later we will go through item by item.
Pre-made video templates that combine typography, animation, and video content. From Instagram stories templates to lower thirds and fast typography templates.
Okay, I've stopped here. All right, let's look at the second one. You can watch because all the link is there.
The amount of video being watched on phones and other mobile devices is increasing exponentially, which means that vertical video is rapidly becoming more and more important to use in your storytelling. Here are 9 tips for making more creative vertical videos. Vertical video, as we'll be discussing it, refers to anything over a 1:1 aspect ratio. 4:5, 2:3, and fully vertical 1:1.77, also known as 9:16, are all taller than they are wide, which works better for social media or for being viewed vertically on mobile devices and tablets. The one distinct advantage that 9:16 has is that it can be the most immersive because it utilizes the entirety of a vertical screen. We all know that if you don't immediately entice users on social media, they're likely to move on. So put your most interesting and provocative visuals up front. GIFs, colorful stop motion or looping animations, beautiful shots of nature, and cute or funny animals are all great for hooking viewers. The thing that will keep them around, however, is consistency. So try to...
Okay, I stop here. Of course, Instagram or whatever, right, is all the short clip, it can be something funny, right, or something, topics they want to share. But again, this is all about IM stuff, so you should create something related with IM. but you can have some concept like how to apply the fonts like he mentioned. So yeah, you make use of that, right? Vertical or whatever, but think of that, your first two item, right? The flash and promotion clip is a, right, is full HD, and of course there's a mobile version as well. Later we will go through. Then last one, best Instagram post. This is the one that you're going to have a very unique.
With over 1 billion active users worldwide in 2021, Instagram is becoming the go-to platform for many businesses and individuals to promote their brands and sell their products and services. This Envato Elements Top 10 Best Instagram Post Templates Countdown provides a range of engaging assets perfect for Instagram posts and stories. All items featured are available with a subscription to Envato Elements. Find the link in the description below. Number 10, Inca, Post and Story Instagram Volume 2 by Dirty Line Studio. Promote your products and style with this fully editable pack of 20 fresh designs for use in Photoshop. A range of post and story templates are included, so you can cover all.
Of course, these are still, that's why he mentioned Photoshop, there's no movement, but for you need to create motion graphics. So imagine you create all this asset is moving, right? So we'll give you the duration, right? So you need to do a simple post for the Instagram. They call Instagram post video. So basically it's a squarish. Now let's look at the spec. Okay, so these are the 3 links. Please watch it before come up with your concept, all that, right? As for the I repeat again, all the info, the course content, everything is here. Just click the link. Okay, aims, similar like assignment 1, right? So you apply appropriate workflow for motion graphics assignment, create concept visual storyboard in motion graphics format, then able to create digital contents using various design application software. They're able to apply graphic asset with motion effects to simulate storytelling. Then able to analyze design processes from concept development to final delivery. So it's similar like assignment 1, right? Okay, here I need your full attention, 100% attention, because now we zoom in to the item, the exact item. So it's all about video clips basically, but we'll break down, right? So pick one of the mobile device operating system, Android or iOS. Of course, we have Windows, all that, but I just zoom into the 2 most common one. Just pick one, right? Why I say that later I will explain. To design, to create the contents, right? So first one, splash page for IM website. Remember the website. Where is my IM website? Yeah, here, right? This one. Right? So the splash page. So this is the one that I want you to create. Create 3 sets, 3 sets of 10 seconds video clips each, which is each is 10 seconds for the web splash page in motion graphics format with the following setting. 1, item 1, desktop, which is this is desktop, right? This is desktop right now. You're showing this is desktop. So take note, don't confuse. It's a 10-second. Landscape is a landscape, right? Landscape again, landscape, right? So the resolution will be given to you. Standard PAL 25 frames. Now you should know how to set all this inside the After Effects, right? File format, render, right? AVI, MP4 or movie. Audio, loop or non-loop background music, up to you, right? Like Rojin, the first assignment, quite impressive, using the music to sing. You can do that as well, right? If you like what Rojin did, right? They play with the form movement, then with the punch or the beat of the music. You can do that if you are good in that. Why not, right? I'm not going to stop you on that, right? Then submit all file. This one is repeat throughout all the items, but the naming convention is slightly different. So it's desktop. So you should have 4 files, video, After Effects, storyboard, and art asset, right? Art asset means you create all the stuff. Even you use the third party, right? Third party art asset, please also submit there, because even you are using a ready-made, I'm talking about ready-made graphics, please also submit accordingly, because I will check, right? I will do a quick check. Of course, I'm not going to go, let's say you got 1,000 items, I'm going to check everyone, no way, right? So I will pick the item which is, I think, this is very unique, no? Very nice design, so I will check, is it your original or where? Third party, as usual, I mentioned already, please give credit, right? Whether it's a website or a site from where, but make sure, I repeat this, I know you heard that very many times, make sure it's not copyrighted, right? Means you is copyright free. If it's a copyrighted, then you better use cautiously, because bottom line, I don't want you to spend money, don't want you to go and purchase. Then your parents will come to me, Mr. Tan, why you want my child to spend money to do this and that? Please, I didn't ask for that. Okay, if you are good enough, you create your own asset, just like Jaslyn, right? She did her graphics all built by herself, right? Yeah. If you're comfortable, I'm not saying everybody must follow her, or just like Rojin used the music beat, everyone must follow him. No, it's your call, right? Your own decision. But make sure you use the art asset, okay? If it's copyrighted, use carefully. I already say the small print. Sometimes the free, they put free, but there's some restriction. Read carefully. This one you must read. But anyway, the whole thing is about the naming convention. So video, because I align with what you have submit. So your name, right, whether short form or long form, make sure it's consistent, right? If I may, you can put Chinko, CK, your own name, then assignment 2, desktop, 10 seconds. It's 10 seconds. It's the desktop, right? So it's MP4, AVI, or movie, either one, right? Then your After Effects file, then your storyboard, whether it's Photoshop or Illustrator or something else, even third party, fine, right? Make sure you put it there. Okay, so you should have 4 items. Submit. Is one item is missing, then something is wrong already. Okay, I pause here. Any question? I'm talking about item 1. You got total 6 items. Any question for item 1? Okay, no question, I move on. Second item is mobile. Okay, that means your mobile phone, right? Same 10 seconds, but the challenge is a portrait this round. It's a similar stuff, right? 10 second splash screen, the opening, right? For the IM website, but this is in portrait. So that's why you read carefully. The spec is reverse, right? The height, the width is the reverse resolution. Everything, others, all the same. Everything is the same. 25 frames, format, audio, right? Up to you, right? It should be the same by right? The audio. Naming convention, right? Same thing, because this is a 10 second mobile. So see carefully, 10 second mobile, portrait, P, because it's a portrait. So AE, portrait. Okay, portrait, clear, all can see. Next one actually is given. Actually, if you've done this first one, desktop, you scale down, it's a mobile, exactly the same. Same as first one, but it's just that I want a portrait and a landscape version. So your item 3 actually is already given to you once you've done your desktop. You just need to scale down, right? Not say scale down, fit into your mobile phone. Okay, so same thing here just now is portrait, right? This one is landscape. See, landscape, everything the same. Mobile 10-second portrait, mobile 10-second landscape. The rest is the same. Your AE, your storyboard, your art asset. Okay, this is for your A item category. A splash page for IM website. Any questions? Any questions? No, I move on. B, promo clip or promotional clip. I give short form because a lot of industry, they like to use very short terms, right? Promo, right? Or even they don't want to use the word video, they just a clip. Where's the clip or what? So promo clip for IM course. This is talking about the whole, not the splash page, not the splash page, opening splash page. This is a promo clip. That means, in short, you are introducing the whole entire IM course. Okay, whether you want to play with pictures, video, or whatever, right? Or typography is fine. But there's two versions, right? One is 30-second. How come this one keep on zooming? I didn't even zoom. And 60-second. Okay, a 30-second and a 60 seconds promo video clip for the website. Website, right? So in motion graphics format with the following settings. So this is a 30-second portrait, right? So desktop, 30 seconds. Next one is a 60-second, right? Same thing, desktop 60 seconds, right? Sorry, it should, right? Portrait, this portrait, take note, 30-second and 60-second. Right? I said wrongly, this one I need to check. Correct. 1920 height, yes, portrait. Yes, it's a portrait. So it's for mobile website. Okay, it's a mobile website. That means you're on your mobile phone. So that's why they have a 30 and 60. Questions? One in 30 seconds and one in 60 seconds. No landscape. It's just portrait. Everything is the same. PAL, file format, AVI, MP, or movie, or then audio loop. So how it works, I give the tip, you should start with the 60 second. Then you do some treatment, edit, then you do a 30 second, save as a 30-second version. So you should start with a 60 second first, then you trim to a 30 seconds. Questions? This is mobile phone, resolution, correct. At first I thought that I reversed. Unlike this one, landscape. Item 3, you see, landscape. So you better read carefully when you design. It's a 10-second, but this item B onwards is a portrait, 30-second and 60-second. Questions, please? Anyone?
A lot, sir.
A lot. Hello, who is that? Sorry.
That's me.
Yeah. What is your question?
A lot.
You have question, you better ask now.
No question. Just a lot.
Okay, a lot. That's why I say 8 weeks, what? Last one. Okay. Hey, out of 6, I already given you one already. Free. This is desktop, right? This is mobile. Then it's a mobile. Again, it's the same landscape. Right? So actually it's duplicate. It's just that you need to fit into your phone. So it's given. So these 2. Then last one, C, intro clip for IM course content. This is the post, the Instagram post. It's a squarish. The resolution is 10 by 8. Right? Actually, no orientation. It's portrait, I put it, but it's a 20-second. Right? Everything the same. The rest is the same. So same thing, right? But this is only feature the course content, remember? One of the course content, just now I mentioned, here, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, pick one. You want apply design, 3D fundamental, or whatever 3D for real time. Whichever the module that you're already done, you're already done. Right? So, right, 20 seconds. Read before you start your item. But actually, in short, all the graphic asset that you create, right, because it's all about IM, you can reuse. You can reuse because these are all, whether desktop, right, or mobile, right, you can reuse. Right, you can reuse it. Sorry, this should be mobile. I didn't change it. I better change now. Right, you can reuse it. So no issue as well. No issue at all. This is not desktop. This should be a mobile version because it's a, yeah. So later I will upload again one more time. Mobile. That is not desktop. Questions? Beside, someone say a lot. Hello, anyone? I pause here. Never mind, no question. You can text me after you digest or have any issue. This one is very unique because it's only for Instagram post video, right? So you just do it. And again, I'm not that mean. I give you some sample, video sample for assignment 2. So there's 8 video out there. Okay, you can see, watch yourself. You can have all this, regardless of the size, whether it's landscape or square, or you can think of these are the concept. Just give you some inspiration, right? Which is very important. You must take note, right? Yeah, close this, right? You should watch, right? You can play with the text, how you zoom in, zoom out, all that. Right? So please watch all this movie. I think there's some are nice one, very simple, not simple, but yet very cool. Like this one is just a image. Then you cut. Then you have video. Again, you are allowed to use third party. Only concern is make sure it's non-copyrighted, right, stuff, right? Or you want whatever clip, I'm talking about all this background clip, right? You can have that. Then of course, if you those gung-ho one want to challenge yourself, you can create even more. This one also very simple, right? Yeah, it's up to you, but this is just a concept only for you. So regardless of the resolution, whether it's a square or that, what we are looking at, the tagline, I leave it to you, right? So I'm not going to check on the tagline, but of course make sure it makes sense. The tagline, all that, it makes sense. I think there's one, can't remember which one. This one is just a greeting, but again, It's a very simple, which I say 10 seconds, this is 5 seconds, but you can have a 10-second quick one, you know, using text, all that. Okay, I go back here. Okay, so this is the only one a bit unique because it's a squarish pixel. Yeah, because Instagram posts a video, not story. They have Instagram stories, Facebook story. They have different settings, all that. But I don't want, because story means that you need to do some video shoot, all that. No, we don't want. We just, that's why I want to keep it simple. It's all about motion graphics. It can be pure throughout all your 6 items, or just text, or combination with graphics, or all that. And I say again, you are not just doing one item using specifically just a one asset, or a few asset. You can apply the same asset across, because you are talking about all the IM costs. So you need to plan. Okay, you need to plan your concept. Okay, next one, storyboard. So each of the above video clip means all the 6 must have the concept visual storyboard with a minimum 8 identical rectangle frames. This one you know already, in landscape position. So explain the story and visual flow with short description. So you should think how to make use of the same asset, apply for item 1 or item 2 or item 3 throughout all the 6 items, right? You can have similar thing, right? But you need to produce all separate storyboard, because the movement, it might be different, right? Even the same, you just duplicate the storyboard. So it can be manual or digital format. You know, some of you just hand drawn, right? The quick sketches, right? Yeah, then you capture in this photo, as a photo, and submit as well. Okay, graphic assets, right? So all original working file, right? Your 2D asset or 3D asset, I forgot to put. All right. Graphic, the digital graphic asset will created in various applications for the assignment. All right. Make sure you have that. Right. You can apply 3D. Although we never touch on 3D, it can be all 2D, as I mentioned, and make sure you submit everything to ICT space. My original, if you look at the assignment 1, I put there is Google Drive, right? But not confirmed. But now after confirm with cost share, everything have to go back to ICT space server. So for your assignment 2, make sure you submit all this file, Make sure your naming convention you follow. If not, I will deduct mark accordingly, right? So don't take it easily, because name is very important. I already said it. You work in a company, you might go on leave or on MC, someone take over, because the work will not stop there, right? Because if you are in the production, especially post-production, right? Someone you sick, someone will take over, then continue, and your file, it has to be very clear, right? The naming convention. So this is how you work in the industry studio. Okay, let's move on. Assessment criteria. The assessment criteria will encompass the following areas for each clip. That means, oh, why you keep on popping? Anyway, never mind. So I'm going to mark 6 times of this. How it works, you got 6 clips. So each one will have 100%. Then I'm going to divide by 6. So that it will be your average. So your 6 items, you did not finish. Let's say you only finished 4 items. I will still divide by 6, the total. So take note, you need to complete all. The only thing, the presentation 10 minutes. Aiyo. The presentation, 10%, right? 60, 20, 10, 10. So all video clips to be presented with the specified platform. That means when you present your website, right? Present your website, make sure it's on website platform. Then when you present on your mobile, those mobile, right? Make sure it's on mobile. Those spell out in mobile, that means you upload on your mobile. This one definitely it will be a face-to-face session. I will let you upload a so-called bin through the projection so everyone can see clearly. Mobile. Then of course this one, the Instagram one, make sure you upload to your Instagram account. Okay, you just create an Instagram account, then upload there. That's it, right? The rest is just standard mobile, play from your mobile. Portrait, that means you make sure, or landscape, that means this one, this case, this item 3, landscape, that means you need to tilt your mobile, right, to landscape, then you play back from there. Okay, so this is the assessment criteria. Okay, late submission, no need to mention already, this one is standard. All this copyright plagiarism is standard. Questions? Beside the students say a lot. What else? Any other question? Please raise up now. Then we are clear. Don't later text me, ask me the fundamental question. I hate fundamental question, right? Because the year one, a few of them just got my text and I shoot them back because they're asking, when is the submission date? Right? What platform is this? It's all here, unless you don't read. When is the submission date? Right? What are we supposed to do? There's one student from year one. My goodness. It's warming blood. Seriously, if you don't read, I really don't know how to help you. You must read first to be clear what exactly the expectations. And this is your last assignment. This is a 40%. Oh, did I put? Okay, sorry. It's a 40%, 30% for your CAs, which is you got 5 CAs. The green screen is the fourth one. Then you have your assignment one, which is you submitted last Sunday. And now this is the last one, 40%. This is the heavy one. Okay. Question, please. No questions? Always no question one. Then later on, all the text will come in. You should here, you should there. Then I will try my best to answer you. Questions? Hello, someone? Must answer me, no questions. Then we will take a short break. We'll come back, then we'll check on your CA3 and assignment 1. Everyone have to present, unfortunately, because this is the only time, right, that you can see each other's work. Because now it's submitted to ICT space server. Correct me, you can't access others folder, right? Yeah, unlike the Teams, you still can click the video clip. You can check on whose video, their works for CAs, but for ICT server, I don't think you can access any folder except your own folder. Hello, anyone? Oh, check, sorry. The CA, no, sorry, just I mixed that. Okay. The CA no time limit, right, Che? The CA no time limit. Thank you. You're talking about CA4, the green screen. Yes, you can cut somewhere. Although I give you the sample, doesn't mean from the very first frame to the last frame.
Okay, Che.
Thank you. Ishan, that doesn't look good. What do you mean? You're referring your CA4 or assignment 2?
I was referring to the duration for assignment 2. Like that large of a time frame doesn't spell anything.
No, not really. 8 weeks, solid week. The most I can extend, although you have not started, I already prepare. I always have a contingency plan. Okay, I always have a last minute backup. I can extend to week 17. No problem one. I can put it to week 17, but that is the last of the last week. Okay, since that you are the second person, anyone got concerned, but take note, you are in the IM. This is the time frame that it's going to crash with other assignments. That's why I put it on week 16. Because if I put on week 17, I'm afraid other module, which is I don't know what module, what assignment, it's going to load you a lot. Then worst case, out of 6 items, you only finish 2 or 3. I already say the marking scheme is very clear. I have to mark 6 times based on this. That means each clip I will go through all this, then divide by 6. So you submit 3, I will divide by 6. You submit 6, divide by 6, I think it's safer. So you need to complete all. And I already say you have to work smart because these are all about IM costs. You can reuse, okay, or duplicate the asset, right? Because it's only the setting, the frame resolution is different, right? This is exact items is not created from nowhere. This is an exact item. I'm talking about similar. Of course, the topic is not IM module in the industry. It's the same campaign. Like just now, we show you this one. Right? They have many, like this one. Right?
With over 1 billion active users worldwide,
I just jumped.
Take the spotlight in this Instagram post template pack. Quotes are fast becoming a staple for influencers, travel companies, fitness trainers, and many other hand-drawn icons, 20 animated post templates, and 20 static story templates. Number 6, Instagram post by Simple Studios.
See,
so far, we'd love for you to these or other the next level with this.
You can see here, right? All the asset, they duplicate, right? How you align, of course, you don't look at picture, photograph, right? The text, all that, the alignment, the color, right? So be smart, work smart, right? I'm not asking you to create every single, all the 6 items completely different. It should be under the branding, right? The branding, those who already done the, what do you call it, social media and branding with me, that some of you attended, you should know all the consistency in terms of design, color scheme. So it's similar, right? Let's say you use the first item, right? You use actually ICT color, you should know it's a purple color. You can across all the 6 items is purple. So no, I don't see any issue at all. It's just that how you plan your clip, right? Ishan, I hope I answer your questions. Anybody else? That's why I say the big one, 40%. 40% to do a 1-minute clip or 60-second clip is very easy. But no, sorry. You want to do motion graphic, and this one, you might have something very solid out of 6 items. You might, I won't say focus. You might do a solid one for 2 items, 3 items, which is good enough for your portfolio. But of course, ideally, all the 6 items is solid. As I show you already, right? I already show you earlier, is how you play with your layout, right? That's why I give you all this sample to look out, right? How you make use, play. You see, the trick is they use a lot of, it can be images, then you use bold text, squarish. This is the post, Instagram post, right? But of course, this is a static. But what I want is motion, right? So you can see the color scheme, they apply, you see the background, right? So how you make use of that, right? Don't think of item, how many items. Even I give you 1,000 items, you don't have a good concept, or you don't know how to plan your stuff, your asset. Of course, you're going to face all this problem, right? That's why they help. not again. How you apply your asset, right? See, the font usage, the color scheme, right? It doesn't matter how many items. See, if you want to count, there's 4 items. So don't always think, oh, I'm just a student. Yeah, you need to go through all this motion, right? You go internship. If you're now, let's say it's a real internship, are you going to tell the boss, say, too much, I can't handle this? Then I will say good luck. They will cancel the whole internship. Talking about internship, I don't know, have you attended your briefing? As long as the company reject you with valid reason, you might fail the internship. Take note. Don't ever thought that, oh, internship, no problem. So you must have a good attitude, willing to learn. Usually company won't fail us interns for no reason, right? Of course, past years we have returned interns, either the attitude issue or whatever lah. I mean, definitely working attitude is very important, not positive, right? Don't listen or follow the instructions, because you have to assume that you're working in a real company already. But of course, they treat you as an intern. But of course, you have issue, you should report back to school and say that, oh, the company treat me like a full-time staff, which is not right, because they are not paying you the full-time salary. So you can see here so many different design. So, well, work smart, please. Don't take that, oh wow, I cannot do this, I cannot do that. If you have that kind of thoughts there, I really don't know how to help you already.
This
okay, how you play with colors, all that. I'm not expecting wow, really solid quality, but of course I'm sure in your class I already spotted a few of them can show that kind of confidence, and also the quality, the work that they have produced. Okay, any questions? Back to your assignment 2. So I already extended. I heard 2 students already. I cannot go beyond 18, no way, because 18 definitely is considered out of the range already of the assignment timeline. But if I'm not wrong, week 17, some module they might have assignment for you. I don't know, I might be wrong. If no other assignment, it doesn't crash with other assignment, good news. But if it crashes, don't blame me, because original I put 16, but because I heard you say that a bit heavy, then yeah, I can't say anything. I don't know. This is assignment because y'all don't have common test, y'all don't have exam. So now 17, you have solid 9 weeks to go. You should start planning already. It's just a CA4, which I will give you the guide. So over the 2 weeks break, you can do a quick storyboard. Then week 11, show me all your 6 item storyboard if you can. Then get clearance straight away. You can zoom. You can start your production. You don't have to wait until if you wait 15, then you tell me your storyboard something is wrong already. Okay, I can't manage your time frame, because to work in this line, that is the reality. Okay, that's the reality, right? Questions? By the way, 20 seconds. We are talking about all our 20, except this one is a long one. That's why I already say, do a 60, then scale down to a 30. So it's up to you how you manage, right? And this item 3 is given to you already, because it's similar as the item 1. All the setting, 10 seconds, except the portrait for mobile is different. Okay, I'm done for the briefing of assignment 2. Any question before we take another break? Yes, Yishan?
I would like to double confirm the specific